Welcome in, Bears fans and fans' most valuable podcast. I'm back, and the Bears won. Holy crap, the Bears won. They beat the Minnesota Vikings, his divisional opponent, and honestly, you could argue that the Vikings are one of the best teams in football, but the way they looked on Monday night against the Chicago Bears suggests that they're not so much anymore. You look at their depleted offensive line, there's some questions there, and the Bears took advantage on defense, and as well, without a run game, you leave Sam Bradford in a kind of precarious situation on the offensive side of the football because he can't really throw the ball. He can't really lead the team by himself through the air. So the Bears came up with a really good game plan. They looked like a capable franchise for 1 week, and a lot of it has to do with Jay Cutler's return. I don't care what you guys say, guys. Jay Cutler is one of the main reasons why this team is going to be successful at any rate for the rest of the season. Jay Cutler is a talented quarterback, and I'm not going to make this about Jay Cutler, but I will because he's worth it, to me at least. But anyway, my love for Jay Cutler aside, I want to talk about some things and some stuff about this Bears team that I actually liked. And, I've been very critical on this Bears team all across the board, Dowell Loggains being one of them, but he put together a pretty solid game plan against this Vikings team, and he, believe it or not, created a balanced run and pass game. You relied on Jordan Howard a lot. He broke a couple big runs. You gave Jay Cutler an opportunity to manipulate this Vikings defense and put him in a position to succeed. And I just want to say one more thing. The difference between Cutler and Hoyer is really the playmaking ability of Cutler. We saw it. He was able to maneuver around the pocket. We saw it in the example of the shovel play. And look, like I said, I don't want to make this about Jay Cutler, but if this team had Jay Cutler, just saying, it'd be around 500. People are shaking your head. They wouldn't be 2-6 going into the bye, I'll tell you that. But on the defensive side of the ball, I want to talk about this real quick. The linebackers, you look at what they can do with a healthy front seven. For the most part, they've been injured for a lot of the year. You had to rely on guys like Christian Jones, Jonathan Anderson. Is he still on the team? I don't know. Sam Acho. Just no-name guys, right? Off the streets. Timu. No. Bad. This is like 2015 bad. But no, you have a healthy McPhee and Leonard Floyd, guys. Leonard Floyd's making steps to being a legitimate player. It's good to see. These are progressions that we're excited to see. Keem Hicks looks really good on defensive line. And imagine, if Eddie Goldman comes back healthy as a legitimate nose tackle, this is a pretty solid front seven, a healthy one. Danny Trevathan looks good. Obviously, we know what we have in Jarrell Freeman, That's pretty darn good. You look at it. I'm really excited about the development of Leonard Floyd. I hope that continues. He played really well. On the other side of the ball, oh, and by the way, their secondary sucks. That's bad. On the other side of the ball, the offensive line. They were missing their two best linemen in Sitton and Long, and you had Ted Larson and some guy named Cush coming in at guards, and they ran all over this tough Vikings defense who was stacking 9 in the box all day. This Bears team looked good, and it kind of pisses me off that they're 2-6, because imagine, being 500 in this NFC division, they could be in a playoff hunt. But regardless, 2-6, and if you're looking at the Bears right now, they're not getting a draft pick right at this point. I don't think they will, the top one at least, because I think the Bears win 5 to 6 games. Looking at the remaining 8 games of the schedule, so they could go 4-4 the rest of the way. Why not? But the Bears win, and I'm happy, especially because the Cubs won the World Series. I don't know if you saw that, but the Cubs are world champions. But anyway, we get to celebrate the Chicago Cubs World Championship because the Bears are on a bye. I get a week off from talking Bears football. I need it, but I'll be back who do they come out of the bye against? The 49ers? Who knows? At this point, doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter. Anyway, thank you guys for checking out this Bears video. I'll be back whenever they play again, and I'll talk about some things and stuff as always. So, till next time, thanks for watching, and go Bears, I guess.
Bears. I just gotta say, the reason why they're 2-6 is because of Jay Cutler's poor play.